It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2. Zubac no good. From deep. Herter no good. And here's Beverley. The shot will not fall. Good defensive work there by Young. And here's Atlanta. There's the pass to Bogdanovich. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on George. This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw good, Bogdanovich. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Young against Beverley. Right side Leonard. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Herter. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
We call that one the do-it-yourself kit.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Nate McMillan, and as we were talking about Kawhi Leonard, his defense was the first thing that came up. Coach told me that while Kawhi may not be the individual defensive powerhouse he once was, they're still not going to challenge him more than they need to. Negating Kawhi's presence at that end of the floor is much easier said than done. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And that one's good, George.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
Young passes to Herter. Morris against Collins. Stolen by George. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Young with the steal. And pushing it up Atlanta. The Hawks again in transition. Bogdanovich wide open. From outside off the mark. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And here's Leonard from 3. It's rebounded by Herter. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
The Hawks leading by 4. Young outside. And the rejection by Zubac. Leonard, that's for 2. Releases from the wing and drills it.
Well, incredible improvement in Kawhi Leonard's jumper since he came into the league. Give credit to the time spent in San Antonio.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Ball's knocked loose, and as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now, here is Young. Pass to Bogdanovich. Over Morris. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Outside, George. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Beverly against Young. 6 to shoot. And it's Beverly missing. Atlanta leading by 4. Here's Herter. Pass to Young. Back to Herter. Over Leonard. Offensive rebound. Capella finds Bogdanovich. Knocks it loose. And now the Clippers on the break. Leonard's got the ball. Banked in off the glass. Leonard's got his second basket.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
Young dishes to Bogdanovich. That shot no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Here's Zubac. That ties the game.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Outside Collins. And Bogdanovich kicks to Young. Takes the 3. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. LA's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Shoots it. Atlanta again missing.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Shooting 1.
Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability.
Timeout.
He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. Okongwu, the pass to Hunter. Williams inside the line. No good again that time.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. No good off the back of the rim. Clippers leading by 3. Outside Jackson. Shoots from the elbow. Kennard's shot is off. Atlanta's shooting an alarming 21% to get things going here. Poked loose. Batum with the steal. Kennard on the wing. Kicks it to Jackson. 1:30 left here in the opening quarter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Boy, you love how Ibaka gets a little nasty down on the block. Excellent at putting the defense in a tough spot.
The Clippers shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Ibaka hits both of them.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Passes to Williams. Okongwu dishes to Williams. And that one, good.
Well, the floater game has always been good for Sweet Lou. That shot is unblockable.
Jackson passes to Ibaka. Rebounded by the Hawks.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Tipped away. Here we go, one-on-one. Goes back up. Hunter grabs the miss. The Hawks trail by 3. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And the Hawks making a change here. Dunn's checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Rondo's checked in. Dunn passes to Okongwu. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Clippers leading by 3. Rondo kicks to Jackson. From the wing, and that's good for 2. And the Clippers lead by 5. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Clippers lead by 5. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Chris Dunn is out there with Lou Williams. Then there's Hunter. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Gallinari in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. To the paint. Cousins, the pass to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Boy, that is absolutely gorgeous by DeMarcus Cousins. Run the offense through your big man, and he will find the open man.
Gallinari surveying the D. Inside, here's Williams. No good on the shot. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Now the pass to Mann. High post Cousins. Outside for Jackson. There's the 3. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Jackson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Nobody near Williams. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
This guy is such a quick decision maker. Lou Williams with the catch and shoot jumper.
Now, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, GA, what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
Williams, he scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
How about the focus of Lou Williams? Inside, able to finish. Nice.
Rondo finds Jackson. Rebound, Atlanta. Gallinari outside. Stolen by Jackson. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. That one doesn't go. Excellent D there from Williams. They get a hand on it. Rondo with the ball. Williams picks him up. Williams against Rondo. Pass to Jackson. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And Jackson gets it to go. Jackson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes, can find the creases with that handle.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Now here's Beverly. After the miss from Trae Young. Outside for George. Pass to Zubac. The three. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. George passes to Morris. Young with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. A 3 ball. The Hawks again can't hit.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Now here's Leonard. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Here's Herter. Young in the corner. Back to Herter. Young outside. Here's the 3. But they get it back. To the wing on the left. Clock at 6. Outside, Bogdanovich. Buries it from 3-point range. Bogdanovich has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Hawks. George passes to Leonard. Bogdanovich against Leonard. He dishes it to George. Back to Leonard. 3-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Leonard's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers. Out to the right wing. Herter passes to Young. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, which struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. But the league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole, and we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, DA.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Herter passes to Bogdanovich. Collins against Morris. Outside Collins. Clock at 4, and Morris comes over to help. From outside the arc, hits it from 3-point range. Herter's got 5 now.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Passes it to Leonard. 50 seconds left to play here in the half. To the inside, stolen by Zubac. Now George. He has 7. And here is Zubac. Lets it go from deep. George, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And Collins is right there. And now just a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
And again, the turnover by the Clippers.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
So here's Gallinari. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the rejection by Cousins. From deep three-point range, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bogdanovich really making a difference here.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. They've got Ivica Zubac. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the power forward position. Leonard, no luck. The Hawks trail it.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Young against Beverly. To the paint. Here's George. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. George looking over the floor. Shot to stop the run, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
We've always had super teams, and this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is to me absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go, and they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
Beverly finds Leonard. Looking to get it going. Over to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Beverly, and Capella sends it back. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
I'm glad we got to see the Mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Mann's checked in. Outside Williams. And no good that time. Great D that time from Leonard. Clippers have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. George, no good.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
It's good. Williams has got 8 points.
And there isn't a lot that they're doing well right now defensively. They just seem to be disconnected defensively in the second.
Leonard dishes to Ibaka. Here's George. Right side Leonard. Williams against George. Leonard with the steal. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. He's got 9.
You've got to keep the defense on their heels, and Kawhi consistently able to make pull-up jump shots.
Here's Young. Count that bucket. Young's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And now a 6-point Hawks lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Leonard gets it to go.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
Atlanta calls timeout. For the Hawks, Gallinari, he's checked in for Okongwu. Hunter comes in for Kevin Huerter. And Tony Snell subbed in for Young. The Clippers also making some changes. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Well, the length of Kawhi Leonard twice on the pipes with that 7'3" wingspan.
Outside, Batum. His three-pointer's off the mark. Atlanta leading by 4. Williams looking over the floor. Leonard against Gallinari. Back to Snell for the 3. They get the rebound and finished off by Collins.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a 3, but go with the easy hoop.
Outside Jackson. Williams with the defensive effort. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
Danilo Gallinari may be one of the most underrated players in the NBA. Because of his size, he can score on the interior, post a mismatch. We know he's a tremendous shooter. Love his game.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. Dunn comes in for Williams. Both good from the line that time. Now here's Rondo. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his first foul. Jackson against Dunn. Jackson down low.
And really, that D from Dunn is spectacular. He just covers so much ground.
Gallinari outside. And it's off the back rim. No good. Clippers trail by 8. And Cousins kicks to Rondo. Back to Cousins. 5 on the clock. On the wing, Jackson. Here's Rondo. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Hunter. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Los Angeles has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Jackson down low. And good that time. Atlanta leading by 6. The pass to Hunter. Down low. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Cousins. Shoots over Capella. Cousins, the pass to Jackson. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Bogdanovich is checked in for Hunter. And then for Los Angeles, Ivica Zubac has checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. And Morris subbed in for Rajon Rondo. For Atlanta, they've gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Dunn passes to Gallinari. Capella trying to free himself up. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Knocked loose and stolen by Bogdanovich. Out to the wing. That's a 2 from Snell. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Jackson.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Gallinari down low, defended by Batum. Done with it, kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Over Kennard, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Hawks. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. They've got Tony Snell. Gallinari is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Bogdanovich, and it's done in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Hawks. Inside, Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism? For a big man, Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Got a piece of it. Capella with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And it's Capella missing. Left side, George. There's Jackson with the 3. That's no good. He's shooting 5 of 10 for the night.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Bogdanovich, no luck.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Jackson against Dunn. Morris passes to Jackson. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
The Hawks leading by 10. Dunn dishes to Bogdanovich. First free throw is good. Atlanta making some changes. John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. Kevin Huerter comes in for Tony Snell. Young is subbed in for Chris Dunn. And then for the Clippers, Mann's checked in, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Bounce pass from Beverley. Poked loose. It's stolen by Capella. Young taking his time here. That one goes. Count it. Young's got the lead up to 14 now for Atlanta.
And they shot just over 30% in that first half. Not what they were looking for, obviously, but they're getting much better looks here since halftime and have brought that percentage up.
To the middle. Now, here is George. Defense right on him. 3 on the clock. And it's Beverley missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the rejection by Zubac. Right side, George. Buries it down low.
Well, Paul George routinely making these difficult shots look easy. He's showing how dominant he truly is.
To the paint. Here's Capella. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Lets it go from 11, and it's Beverly missing.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
And Young kicks to Capella. Back to Young. The feed now to Collins. It's stolen by Morris. Rebound by the Hawks. Collins has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Young passes to Capella. Bogdanovich against George. Young from outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Over in the corner, Beverly. To the inside, Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Well, Patrick Beverly defined mostly by his tremendous defense, but boy, is he finding people right now. Pretty pass.
Bogdanovich passes to Young. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
You love that this guy doesn't get down on himself after a rough first half. Keep your composure and keep grinding.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
And now let's present our new balanced player of the game.
And guys, his value has really come into play at the defensive end. So disruptive as a lockdown defender, forcing all those turnovers. Player of the game almost always goes to someone for their offense, but his D has been the big factor here tonight.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Okay, David, thanks.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate. And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Here's George. That shot misses. Collins with some nice D. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Clippers trail by 12. Leonard with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. That one drops for him.
Yeah, Patrick Beverly making it easy for his teammate to score.
Young outside. It's good. Young's got 11 in the second half.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Well, make no mistake, Paul George is a physical guy. He will not shy away from contact on these moves.
They throw good, Paul George. And both free throws good for Paul George.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Outside Collins. This is to Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. And the rejection by Zubac. Outside, George. Leonard on the wing. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. They've led by as many as 14 points.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Don't you love it when you've got a small forward who can pass the basketball just like Paul George did there? Makes it look easy.
Young against Beverly. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard looking around. Pass to Zubac. And stolen by Bogdanovich. .119 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Young. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Bounce pass from Beverly. Here's Leonard. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Leonard's got 19 points.
Buckets, but he should have just gone straight up with it instead of trying to fade away.
Pass to Capella. Inside, here's Bogdanovich, and Bogdanovich throws it down.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Atlanta.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
Here's Leonard. Tries a three off the inbound. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, guys, Kawhi may not have averaged 20 points per game until his fifth season, but now it happens with regularity.
Beverly against Young. It's hauled in by Zubac. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Count it!
Though he may not be a natural point guard, Patrick Beverly understands how to find his teammates.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And they go to the intentional foul. There's 25 seconds left in the game. And now we've got the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
Pretty obvious Young believes in his ability. A fearless shooter who also does a good job at orchestrating the offense.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead.
The three from George. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. And the Hawks with possession. Here's Young. And so the Hawks take the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.